Hello Shady Babies, I'm coming at you with another video. Yes, I have been gone for a while. I know, it's been crazy. You know, holidays, and then also I got the flu, and I'm still kind of getting over it. So if you notice, I'm kind of getting airy, or airy as in I can't breathe really well, or I'm getting stuffy. It's because I'm still kind of getting over it, and I have asthma, so yeah. And I tried to set up this setup as best as I could. I'm really tall, so it's hard for me to get a good angle of me. And then also I didn't bother to put a bra on today, so yeah. You should put a bra on for your YouTube videos, but I didn't feel like it because I'm literally going to hop in the shower after this. So, and I may or may not have just woke up like 30 minutes ago and it's noon. But anyway, so I want to preface this with a little warning. I am not a professional beautician. I've never worked in that field. This is just how I dye my hair. You would try this at your peril. What I'm using can be highly damaging to your hair. I just have very resilient hair. So I've never had a lot of trouble with getting my hair back from being dry or something or whatever. But I'm just going to show you how I dye my hair, and you can do it your way and make your own mistakes. I'm not responsible for it. Just putting it out there. So first things first, I'm going to take off my bling because I have my rings on and they tend to rip the gloves. Ow. I'm swollen this morning too. Try to take your rings off before you go to bed. There you go. And I'm just going to put them, I have a little ring dish that I have on my, and I'm going to try to take my hair down. I had already kind of brushed it out earlier this morning, a little bit, just so I can see where it needs to be dyed. I try to keep track of my roots as best I can. I try to keep them pretty dyed. I do try to take little breaks too where I'm not dyeing it so frequently, but I am going somewhere and I also have a photo shoot, so I wanted to make sure that they were covered. And I'm just kind of taking the knots out in my hair. I'm a big baby. I'm tender-headed. So, yeah. Speaking of which, I just found this hairbrush from Walmart. I had one just like it my entire life, pretty much. And it broke last year. So I couldn't find anyone similar to it, except for on Amazon. And they wanted like $15 for it. I'm not paying $15 for a hairbrush. So I finally found this one. It was only $4. It's identical to my old hairbrush, except for it's round. So hopefully this one will last me for another 20 years. So I'm going to, okay, so my hair is a little bit different than most people's. I actually have a underlayer that is black under my hair. I do that for two reasons. One, I think it looks cool. And two, I'm cheap and I don't want to have to pay for 3 bottles of dye. So I kind of just leave this black or dye it black. So I guess it's kind of a reverse ombre. I don't know what you call this. Under dye stuff. I do need to dye it again black, but I don't feel like doing that today. That's actually harder than dyeing my hair. So basically what I'm going to be doing, if you notice I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the mirror behind you guys. I'm just going to pull my hair up and separate all the black out of the red. And kind of, that's the first step that I usually do. And I'm going to be using these clip bees to kind of just get it out of the way. This is the hard part of like, I'm just going to kind of like separate. It doesn't have to be perfect because I am probably going to go in and dye the black eventually. I just don't like doing it because it's annoying. Okay. When I used to live at home, my mom would do it for me. Dye the black part. It's so nerve-wracking. And I'm just kind of grabbing the red. My hair is just still not the right color from the fiasco that happened last month. I actually thought I was going to dye my hair sandy brown and then changed my mind halfway through and like destroyed my hair for like a week or so. That's what I'm saying. I have really resilient hair. I actually pulled color out of my hair, dyed it brown, pulled the brown color back out of my hair, and then dyed it red all on the same day. And my hair didn't go bald, which most people would. I don't suggest doing that. My hair was very dry after that. I had to like really let it get dirty for a while. I had to like not wash it for like 3 weeks straight just for it to build the oil back up again. So speaking of winded, I'm getting a little bit of winded. Give me a second. This asthma, I mean, it's kicking my butt. It's like, I feel like ever since I quit smoking, I have more trouble than before. And I feel like it's hot in here. And I'm one of the people who, I don't do well in the heat. Angels need to be kept at a brisk 75 degrees. So I'm using Loreal Hicolor. It's the same dye I've used my entire life. I use 2 boxes because I have a lot of hair, as you see. And I'm doing the biggest no-no of all. I hate dyeing my hair out of a bowl. And 9 times out of 10 will not dye my hair out of the bowl. I almost picked this up and like, this is what I'm using. No, that is not what I'm using. I'm just showing you that I use this bottle, which I rinse and been reusing forever. So, yeah. Which is kind of wet inside, which I need to get some of the liquid out of it. So I'm sure that affects my development of my color. So this is the thing that I was kind of warning you guys about that I use that I would suggest not using. I'm going to use a 40 volume, and you're going to see why. This is a stabilized formula. I only use Salon Care 40 volume cream. I don't like other creams. I'm just so familiar with this one. I know how long it needs to stay on my hair. I like it. It's the white kind, not the clear kind. So, let me open it. I usually like to buy these in the big bottles like this because I use it so frequently, especially if there's a sale going on. Okay. So I use about 4.5 ounces. If you can tell on my bottle, I don't know if you can see, I have like a scratch mark right there. That's just letting me know how much cream to use. And again, not saying this is appropriate to do in any way, shape, or form. It's just the way that I do it. I put a little bit too much. I'm going to pour a little bit left in the bottle. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm professional. And you know what? I'm probably not going to edit that out. So here's the first box, which I'm going to open. So I have a little trick for my tube. I usually, see there's a little thingy in there. I usually do it inside of here, kind of in a circle, to open it up completely, like back and forth. So then you got it open. And if you use red hair dye, you probably want to cover things. I just know I'm not getting my deposit back, so I'm not worried about it as much. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze this bottle into this bottle, which is what that interesting noise is that you're hearing. Normally I'd have music going, but like YouTube does not like that. So I should probably insert some like catchy music in the background later when editing the video. Okay. Watch it be like the video that I actually do record of me dyeing my hair, which I've never really done on YouTube. Be the one where I like all my hair falls out or something crazy. So I only added 1 bottle in here so far because I am going to shake it up. Get a little exercise. There you go. Okay. I'm putting my finger on the top. Open it. Do not let go of this top without opening it. Otherwise, your product's going to squirt everywhere. Okay. So then now I'm going to put the second bottle in here. Should I do a video like on how to get the dye off of everything? I have learned how to get red dye off of just about everything in my house. Like, I have gotten it on the carpet. I have gotten it on linoleum, which it doesn't like coming off linoleum, just so you know. I've gotten it on my tile. There's not very many things I can't get it off of. But it does take a little elbow grease and knowing what product to use. Soft scrub is probably generally a must-have if you dye your hair red because it's going to get on everything. Alrighty. And I'm just pouring the second bottle in here. The reason why I do that because I noticed a long time ago when you put both bottles in it together, it has a tendency of not mixing very well, which is probably why most people use bowls, because they're not lazy. And I really should have put gloves on, but I don't feel like it. And I can get it off my hands too, which I'm not going to tell you how to get off my hands, because you probably shouldn't do that either. And so I've emptied out the contents out into the bottle. It is really hot in here. Oh my god. I need to turn the heat off. And I probably shouldn't touch the side of my wall, which is how these things happen. Notice how I have a bottle of bleach on standby. I love it. So then when I just do what I just did, I'm gonna spray some bleach on the wall that I just touched. So it can be cleaning while I'm dyeing my hair. And I usually like to use a piece of toilet paper with bleach on it. I usually just kind of like spray the spot and then put the paper towel on it and put more bleach, so it kind of concentrates on the spot that I just touched. Pretty. Okay. And I'm going to open the bottle up again to let the air go out. And now we're just going to get right to it. And you can watch my really bad technique after I put gloves on, because I do have to go somewhere today. I have a I have a rug too, but I have a rag kind of off scene here that I'm wiping my hands off on, which is a dirty rag that's specifically used for hair dyeing, which is why it has black hair dye and all kinds of stuff on it. So I'm going to put on my gloves. And also, just a disclaimer for people who are like glasses people like me, who wear lots of different glasses in different colors, try to wear a dark pair if you got it, because I have gotten dye on really cool glasses and ruined them. So, and I need glasses to see because I'm blind. So, okay. I'm just gonna kind of dye my hair. I may not talk very much during this because I don't know. There's not really much explanation I guess I can get. I'm just kind of undoing my hair, leaving the black part pinned up still. I usually start in the middle, right here. And we're going to show you my horrible application, but it works for me. Keep in mind my hair is already dyed red, so it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm basically just hitting my roots and then kind of revitalizing the rest. So this is kind of just, I have a widow's peak right here too that I have to get. And I just kind of do like this. You want to work a little bit faster when you're using 40 volume, just because it does dye really quickly. Literally by the time I'm finished, it's time for me to rinse out. That's probably how I can get away with using such high volume, because I don't leave it on but like maybe 5 or 6 minutes. And that works for me. I don't like dyeing these little baby hairs right here because they tend to get too dyed. But they tend to get dyed anyway. So I don't concentrate on them, just for the simple fact that they get dyed anyway half the time. So I'm just kind of going through the roots. The box will probably tell you to do this in the opposite, but like I said, keep in mind my hair's already dyed. If your hair's black, you want to start from the bottom to the top. But my hair is not. So I kind of do it opposite. You're about to see the janky part that I do in a minute. Notice I'm just globbing it and just kind of rubbing it into place. That is pretty much how I've always dyed my hair when using bottle. I'm probably like making 50,000 beauticians just quake. I see some black there. With my application skills, I see some black in there too. Yeah, that's going to happen. You're going to find a few pieces. But in my case, like I said, I'm not worried about it because I know I'm going to go back in and dye it again. The black part. So then I'm going to do this and rub it in. Because I'm lazy. And now that I've got these roots done, I'm going to flip it over and do the other half. What is this? Yeah, this piece is dark red too. So we're just going to throw it up there. throw this black back here. Like I said, see how I'm saying that this is going to happen anyway? Those baby hairs will get done. I just want to go in and do like this. Normally I wouldn't care that much, but I am going somewhere and I have to have a shoot done. So I don't want to get a lot on my forehead. And when I'm not being lazy, see, I'm going down to the other side and just dyeing that side now. This is probably the laziest way to dye your hair ever. But because I don't usually let my hair get too much roots, it doesn't really matter for me. Yeah. Okay. And if you notice, I'm putting my hand like this and just kind of like doing like that. That's another one of my lazy techniques, which is not a technique at all. Just don't dye your hair this way. It's just the way I do it. Like, I just kind of know how, you know, for one, ouch. I hate when I get knots together like this. There you go. I just kind of know how my hair gets styled and stuff, so I know how my application is. I don't know how you explain it. I'm actually getting winded, you guys, from asthma. I probably should have took a breathing treatment this morning. I hate the flu. It takes forever to get over it. I've had pneumonia and it just goes away. The flu just like doesn't want to leave you alone. It's like an obsessive boyfriend that doesn't know when it's over. So I'm kind of just getting, notice the back has not been done yet. So I will flip my poof up front and then I will put a large glob on the back and kind of just rub it in like so. And just, I'm going around making sure my hair is done fully. And then the top, I wad up and use the remainder of the product on it. Oh my God. I usually don't like doing this when I first wake up. It takes me a while. I have sleep apnea too. I have like all the fat lady diseases, but I usually don't feel well when I first wake up. Ugh. Okay. And I'm kind of just going inside the little bun that I just made and just kind of saturating it, which is why I don't really have to have really great accuracy with the roots, because I kind of just do like that, which you're not supposed to do, but yeah. So then I'm just gonna kind of go around and get it. And I'm just gonna wipe off my forehead, which honestly I never do. I usually don't care. I usually just kind of wipe it off later with an alcohol wipe, which I probably still will do, but okay. So now I'm just kind of watching in the mirror my development. Like, I'm gonna let it develop a little bit longer than it normally does, for the simple fact that I'm still kind of coming back from that brownish shade that I put on. And I'm kind of just looking for spots that need to be dashed. And as you can see, my roots are already pretty much done. I mean, really, I'm probably going to rinse in about 2 minutes. So then I'll come back to you guys after my hair is styled, dried, and I don't look so jank and tired as now. Now here's the hard part. How do I turn the camera off with these fingers? Don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to record the end part of this morning's video. I was having a rough morning. So I'm gonna like turn on these lights so you can kind of see this a little bit better. Like, that's how extra I am. I actually have a ring light for my cell phone. So that way you can kind of see how the hair color came out really much better. So as you can see, all the roots look really nice. it turned out really great. I'm actually really, really satisfied with it. I got all the rest of that brown hair dye that was from that big fiasco that I had last month. That's a story time. Definitely a story time. But I am pretty happy with it. And I'm glad I remembered before I wiped all my makeup off and you guys think that all I did all day was bum around. See, I can glam it up so you know. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully you've learned something from it or learned something not to do. Hopefully I didn't like make every beauty guru on here just quake. And I'm still trying to get over my asthma. But definitely would appreciate it if you would subscribe. I enjoy having more and more shady babies every day. Comment and then give me a thumbs up or a like, whichever they're doing now. If you need any information about what I've used or any questions, they'll be below. And then don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know when I come a knocking. You can check me out at Shady Lady Boudoir at Instagram.com or Ms_Angelica with a J _ Thang with a THANG. So that's Miss Angelica Thang. Also on Instagram. I love you guys. Bye.